I picked up a book at the library called Johnny, You and Me, Man Behind the Golden Arm, written by John C. Unitas Jr., so Johnny Unitas' son, with Edward L. Brown, and a foreword by Raymond Berry. Raymond Berry was the his favorite receiver through most of his career. Uh, it's an interesting book. It's a son's perspective on an NFL legend. And I thought that I would get into this for you. I mean, if you don't know who Johnny Unitas is, he won two NFL championships, not Super Bowls. These were before the Super Bowl. And then he won a Super Bowl. He was quarterback for the Colts all except for his last year. And he would have stayed at Indianapolis, or not Indianapolis, he would have stayed at Baltimore. See, there we go. This is how far back this goes. This was the Baltimore Colts, not the Indianapolis Colts. And he would have stayed there, except for the fact of new ownership, a whole bunch of management hoopla, and he ended up his last year in San Diego with the Chargers. Let's get into this book a little bit here for you guys.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Okay, now I'm going to say this. I liked the book to a point. I did not know a lot about Johnny Unitas. Really didn't. This was not somebody I grew up paying attention to. His career ended just before I was born. This is a good book to look back at that history. It's a good book to look back and go, hey, your heroes can be a little bit more complex because Johnny Unitas Jr., John Unitas Jr., is from Johnny Unitas's first marriage. This guy got divorced and got remarried. So he has kids with 2 women. And he was, somebody that on the field was pretty effective, but off the field, not so much. And this goes into all that. I think that it's something that people should pay attention to. Now, it also goes at the beginning of each chapter, covers a different football game. And it's not always the Colts. Like, I just opened it up to chapter 14. Stiff arming the lamb. This is September 16th, 1950. Cleveland Browns 35, Philadelphia Eagles 10. And it explains the significance of that game. And that significance is usually portrayed throughout the chapter. This is a interesting book. It really is. I mean, you take a guy that barely got recruited to the University of Louisville, a school that was trying to de-emphasize its football program, got drafted but barely, and got let go before he even got to play his first pro game. That was by the Steelers. He then got picked up by the Colts and became a legend. He dealt with personality conflicts. He dealt with a changing game. He dealt with all kinds of things on that field and off. Still won a Super Bowl, still won 2 championships. This is a man that you should, if you like NFL history, you should read. I know I may not sound as excited about this book as I have other books, It's not necessarily that I'm not excited about it. This is a decent book, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. There is not a lot of how things are understood kind of books. There really aren't. This book goes into that sort of thing. How would Johnny Unitas break down a game? Has that at the beginning of each chapter with each different book because his son would have learned from him later in life. His son breaks down what it was like to grow up with a famous father, and it's actually pretty interesting because it's not, you know, necessarily that he considers himself a victim or anything like that. He just considers that his family had its problems. I think you'll enjoy both the aspects of football, the aspects of family, and it'll give you a new appreciation of what people go through. Thought I'd bring this to your attention. Oh, and by the way, this book came out in 2014. So, a little bit older book, but still a good book. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.